So why do rappers get killed when they go back to their hometown? Lucy talked about this, so I want to explain it from a psychological standpoint. There's a model in psychology called the self-evaluation maintenance model, and it's put forward by a guy named Tesser, and he asserts that self-evaluation has two components: reflection and comparison. Reflection is when your friend is very good at something, but that something that they're good at isn't tied to your self-identity. Like, you don't really care about it. So let's say you have a friend, they're the best chess player in the country, but you don't care about chess. That's reflection. You're going to be happy of that association with that person. Hey, look, you showing everybody pictures of y'all. You telling everybody, oh yeah, we went to high school together and all this stuff, and now they're the best chess player in the country. That's a reflection. You're happy. You can celebrate that person. Comparison, on the other hand, is when they're the best chess player in the country, but you're also a chess player. It's important. It's central to your self-identity, but you're not as good. Now, that comparison can breed some negative emotions. How does this relate to rappers? So, let's say there's a guy, he's a rapper, he's still in the same hometown, he's struggling. Meanwhile, another guy who's a rapper from that same hometown, from the same circle of friends, or just from the same community, they're blowing up. So what's central to both of their identities? One is a great rapper. What comes with that? Money, fame, recognition. The other person, that's central to their identity, but they haven't achieved it. Certainly not on the level as the other person. So again, that can breed negative emotions. So when you have that, when you're faced with that comparison, there's a couple different things you can do to deal with it, to cope with it. One, you can have physical distance, or distance yourself from that person, or distance yourself from your hometown. You can distance yourself from that core identity of rapping. Pick up something else. But typically they don't do that. They stay in their hometown and they still continue to rap and they still struggle in that arena, not receiving the fame, the money, and the recognition like the other person. Now, what happens when that famous rapper who's from that town goes home? Now you have to see them come into the club. They're throwing hundreds in the club. Everybody's talking about him. Everybody's trying to go see him. The girl you might like, she dropped you for that weekend because he in town. And now you're just getting mad. Now, the self-evaluation maintenance model doesn't cause negative emotions. It just explains the process of what is happening. So when people, they stay in their hometown, they're not as popular, they're not as good, and that's tied to their self-identity. In rare occasions, they can lash out violently towards the other person. So this is really how haters are born. Now, how does this impact you, just a regular person? You have to be wary about people within your friend group and associate group who want to be successful at something that you're already successful in, and they're not. Keep an eye out, because this is happening. Now, if people have the appropriate amount of emotional intelligence, they can deal with it. They can cope with it and still celebrate you. But the other half don't. And that's where they can start harnessing just the dislike for you, animosity towards you, and they can start being a hater, becoming a hater. And that can cause issue with you and that person. So let me know, has this ever happened to you? Have you ever had a friend or associate that became a hater? Let me know in the comments. Now you know why.
This is such an informative piece because it's not just like a rapper thing, it's like a human psychology behavior thing. Because most of the time, people tend to be envious of the people that they never really thought they would get out of the bracket that they've put in already. Like, for example, yeah, probably could make it, but they never really had faith. They probably put some faith on another person, and that person doesn't really get to that level of attention when it comes to fame, you know? Let's take Cardi B, for example, right? Cardi B, when she was coming up, people used to think that she was never gonna make it, you know. And Cardi B as well talked about another DJ as well, who, was like, brushing her off. Like they used to, like he was preparing other artists, promoting other artists, but he wasn't promoting Cardi B. And Cardi B was like, "You're gonna be real tight when I'm on the other side. You'll see." you know because she knew that, I'm working, I'm grinding, I really want to be better than this. I want to leave the level that I'm at and take to the another level. And some people like that, they're really salty about it, they're really mad about it. So it's a human psychology thing. Like Nicki Minaj as well. It's not like the hood thing. Like Nicki Minaj really didn't think that Cardi B would last this long. And she forget that she is the same person who was told that she wouldn't last in the industry. Look at where she is. It's like the tables are turning, you see. So you go to a hood where people are now primarily broke. They don't have the resources to get out of that situation, and you do, and you are in the same situation as them. Like, how did you make it? Like, you forgot about us, like you don't want to do this and that. So this is why jealousy, administration, like being admirable, like an admirable person, somebody who they want their status, and they feel like the world owes them that status. And sometimes it cannot even be a person that they thought would be successful. Sometimes they thought they would have the same fame, and their career doesn't even take off even by a step. Maybe it does like 3 steps up, and then it plummets again, and then it's like 6 steps down. You see? So every time they get that thing that, oh, why is it that all the time I'm working hard, I'm grinding, I'm not even getting the same amount of wealth as this person? I'm not getting the same of attention, I'm not getting anything close to this person. But this person seems to be so chilled, and things are just coming and just happening for them. Why not me? Why am I not blossoming? Why am I not shining? Why am I not achieving this? All of that can change your psychic thinking, and the mind is very powerful. I don't think we guys understand how powerful the mind can be. It really can drag you, it can really affect you, it can really do something to you, basically. You know? So yeah, like that's why, like, it's not even a township thing, it's a psychologically thinking, or a human psychology thinking, basically. So yeah, let's leave it at that.